We welcome you back here on Flow Sports at Tom J. New Field as Carson-Newman and Coker get set to cap the first day here of the South Atlantic Conference Baseball Tournament. Number 2 Coker against number 7 Carson-Newman. Game 2 of the day after the 3-seed Wingate dropped the contest to Newberry is the Wolves winning by a sizable margin. It was an 18-6 game in favor of the Wolves. Scored 8 consecutive runs in the final 2 frames, and now it's Coker and Carson-Newman's turn to get going here on Flow Sports. Andrew Rogers, glad you're with us as we take you through this contest. Winner gets the Wolves, loser gets the Bulldogs tomorrow afternoon. Spencer Williams to lead things off for Carson-Newman. He'll face Aaron Diaz. The first pitch is low for ball 1 from Diaz. Same starting pitching matchup as last weekend. These two teams met to end the regular season, and it was the same matchup, Pridmore and Diaz, as Williams swings and misses. And it's a 1-ball-1-strike count to start things. Cobras swept the Eagles over the weekend to earn that number 2 seed. Had a perfect final week of the regular season, 1-2 count now. Defeated USC Aiken and then won 3 straight against Carson-Newman, one of the hottest clubs in the SAC entering the postseason are these Cobras, as Williams pops one up into foul ground. Cameron Farrell over, and he watches it go out of play for a foul ball, stays the ball in 2 strikes. Plenty of success for Coker against this Carson-Newman team as of late as well. 3rd consecutive season that Coker has won against Carson-Newman in a 3-game series. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Certainly won't be easy to beat a team 4 times in a row, but plenty of confidence for Coker entering the tournament against a team it just beat 3 times. Diaz misses outside, and the count is full. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. To the Eagles' leadoff hitter, Dalton McLean, James Denton to follow. 3-2. Williams swings and misses. Jalen Mack secures it in the mid, and it's Diaz's first strikeout. Farrell and Poole along the left side of the infield. Santiago and Hanna make up the second base and first base side of the infield. Jalen Mack behind the dish. And left to right in the outfield, Ixarino, Adam Wilkerson, and Donovan Frayer for Fico Condola's squad. Diaz back to work, and his first pitch to McLean is hit high into the air, left side of the infield. This is the shortstop Poole calling off Farrell to make the catch, and just like that, there's 2 outs here in the opening inning. Well, Diaz pitched really well last weekend. 7 strikeouts in 8 innings on the mound. Gave up 3 earned runs, off to a good start. Once again here this evening, lines in the first pitch to James Denton is outside, hits a ball. Denton did not have his way at the dish against Coker to end the regular season, just 1 hit and 9 tries. Takes on the outer edge, and things even up on Denton, a ball and a strike. James Denton, all SAC, second team as a designated hitter, where he's been in the lineup all season. Takes away again, and it's 2-1. Second on Carson-Newman's team in runs batted in this year. He's drove in 43 and has hit 9 home runs, hitting .317. Hits one well out toward right field. This is a high drive, and this will go over the right field wall, and James Denton has started the scoring here in the nightcap. A solo shot to right off Aaron Diaz, Denton's 10th of the year, and it's 1-0 Carson-Newman. Certainly a good thing for Denton after he was hitless in the first 2 games of the series. Diaz struck him out 4 times exactly 1 week ago. Denton gets the best of him here and starts the scoring with a solo shot to right. Second Eagle hitter to record double-digit home runs now this year. As Diaz pumps in a fastball to Logan Floyd in the corner, it's strike 1. 0-1 line for Diaz, and Floyd lines this ball down the left field line. This will drop in. Extra bases for Logan Floyd as the ball gets all the way to the wall. Floyd into second base. He's got a stand-up double. Back-to-back two-out hits here for Carson-Newman in this opening inning. 5-game hit streak now for Floyd with a double to right, or left rather, after Denton's home run to right here in this opening inning. I'll bring in Carson-Newman's first baseman this evening, Harrison Travis. With Floyd at second base in a 1-0 game in the top of the first. Aaron Diaz works from the stretch, sets and misses away. It's a ball. Right-hander sets, pitches to Travis, rolls this one over to the left side. Pull is up with it, and he fires across in time. Inning over. But Carson-Newman starts the scoring. James Denton with a 2-out solo home run to right. Eagles strike first here in Hartsville. It's 1-0 here on Flow Sports. Back here at Tom J. New Field, Coker to the plate for the first time here this evening on Flow Sports. Jalen Mack will lead things off. Hunter Poole, Cameron Farrell to follow for the Cobras. Here in the bottom of the first inning, James Denton's solo home run in the top half, just the 7th home run Aaron Diaz has allowed this year. Gets things started here in this opening round contest as Noah Pridmore, the starting pitcher for the Eagles, misses away. It's ball 1. Righty back to work. It is 1-0 to Mack. Is a little bit upstairs. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Pridmore went 6 innings in the start 1 week ago. Walked 4, struck out 2, and allowed 4 runs on 8 hits. Mack shows bunt and watches this pitch find the outer edge. It's 2 ball, 1 strike count. Jalen Mack had an excellent week at the dish. 4 hits, 10 tries against Carson-Newman, and drove in 4 runs. 2-1 fouled off, and things even up. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mack had a 2-run home run in the series opener. Helped Coker get the early edge, or the late edge rather, in the 6th inning to eventually hold on and win. 2-2 line foul, first base side. Mack stays alive. Mack, a .300 hitter in the regular season, drove in 37 runs. 2-2. Off the plate for a ball, and it's a full count to Jalen Mack. Junior catcher with 40 hits in the regular season, only 13 strikeouts at the plate in 134 at-bats. Payoff. Mack slices this one foul. He continues to battle to start the bottom of the first inning. Three-two again. Mack lines this one to right. It's going to hang up, and Spencer Williams over for Carson-Newman in right field makes the catch for out number one. Mack makes Pridmore work for the first out of this bottom of the first inning. Carson-Newman defensively, Will Gibbs in left, Alt McLean in center, Spencer Williams is in right field. Infield left side, it's Floyd and Gibson. Trey Miller's at second, Harrison Travis at first, with Spencer Bright doing the catching as Hunter Poole chops one to second. Miller there to make the throw. And just like the top half of the first, two batters, two outs on a fly out and a ground out. In steps Cameron Farrell with two outs. Much like Denton, Farrell struggled at the dish over the weekend. When these two teams met to wrap the regular season, Farrell had 2 hits and 11 at-bats for a guy that hits .333 for the season. 0-1 line for Pridmore. The right-hander's breaking ball drops in at the knees, and it's 0-2. Righty Pridmore back into his windup from the left side of the slab, pitches, and this ball is lined to right field. It's going to hang up for Williams, and it's a 1-2-3 first for Noah Pridmore. We have played one inning, and Carson-Newman has the 1-0 advantage here on Flow Sports. Glad to have you back here on Flow Sports as Coker and Carson-Newman in a 2-7 matchup on this side of the South Atlantic Conference tournament bracket. Winner gets Newberry tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. in the winner's bracket. Loser gets Wingate in the game to follow sometime in the afternoon after the conclusion of the first one tomorrow morning. Well, Gibbs takes strike one. Here's the 0-1 from Diaz. Gibbs thought about it. Mack will appeal to first, and Gibbs was able to hold back his swing on Diaz's fastball to the outside. 1-1 to Gibbs. Inside corner. Brushes Gibbs off the plate for a ball. 2-1. Gibbs has been on base in 9 consecutive games. Swing and a miss here at strike 2. In and out of the lineup throughout the year. Has found his spot in this order as the year has progressed because of his ability to get on base here toward the final third of the year. Takes away now, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three-two to start the second. Gibbs lines this ball back up the middle, and it's a base hit. Third Carson-Newman hit off Aaron Diaz, 6 batters in. 10-game hit streak, or rather 10-game on-base streak for Will Gibbs as he lines that one back into center field, and Carson-Newman as the leadoff guy on base here in the second. Gibson at the plate. The shortstop shows bunt, pulls back, and takes a strike at the knees, 0-1. Well, Aaron Diaz, the starting pitcher for Coker, was the only Cobras player on the All-South Atlantic Conference teams. Had an excellent season on the mound, 72 innings, a 6-3 record, and a 3.64 earned run average. Hard to believe that the number 2 seed in the conference only got one player on an all-conference team. Another pick to first. Righty Diaz sets 0-1 pause, and now he fires to Gibson. Outside off the plate for a ball, 1-1. Coker pitching in general last weekend was really good. Only allowed 11 runs in 3 games. Another pitch outside, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Only 2 extra base hits Diaz allowed in his start 1 week ago against the Eagles. He's given up 2 here in the early going. Gibbs takes off, and Gibson slices this one into left field. It'll drop in. And back-to-back base hits here in the second inning for Carson-Newman, put runners on first and second. Gibbs was on the move on that pitch as well. Eagles put together a hit and run, execute to perfection to put runners at first and second with nobody out. Corners in as Miller bunts this one back to Diaz. He'll field, his play is to first, and he throws to his first baseman, Hanna, who covers the bag, makes the play. That's the first out of the inning. So a sacrifice bunt for Miller moves the runners into scoring position with 1 out. Miller does his job, and now Spencer Bright, Carson-Newman's number 9 hitter, with an RBI chance here in the second inning. First pitch from Diaz. Here at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Five-game hit streak for Spencer Bright to end the regular season. Seeing that batting average peak above 200 for the year. Takes away here. It's a ball and a strike. With runners on second and third. Good job by Mack. He blocks Diaz's breaking ball. Keep it from going to the backstop, and it's 2-1. 30th all-time meeting between these two programs. Just the second time they'll meet in postseason play. 2-1 lift, and Diaz fires another breaking ball that is blocked by Mack, and it's 3-1. First meeting in postseason play back in 2017. It was at Smoky Stadium. Eagles were able to hold on 4-3. Scored 2 runs in the 8th inning to win that game. Diaz is 3-1. Bright chases a ball in the dirt. Swing and a miss. It's strike 2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. It's the top of the second inning in a 1-0 game. Carson-Newman with runners in scoring position. 3-2 is off the plate for a ball, and now they're loaded up. Spencer Bright draws a walk. Now Fico Condola is out of Coker's first base dugout, and will chat things over with his ace. Well, Coker put together a really impressive regular season. 31-18 overall. Won 20 league games to be one of the 2 hosts of this conference tournament. and is probably the hottest team other than Catawba entering the postseason. Winners of 11 of their last 15 games this season in the regular season. Obviously, winners of 4 in a row to enter postseason play. Meanwhile, Carson-Newman's lost 4 in a row, so you've got 2 teams entering postseason play in different directions, and right now it's Carson-Newman with the early advantage and momentum, and the base is loaded. Conversation over. Aaron Diaz will toe the rubber again, and he'll do it with the bases loaded and 1 out. Middle infielders playing double play depth, anticipating a ground ball as Spencer Williams takes in the dirt for a ball. It's 1-0. Well, Carson-Newman had several opportunities last weekend to score runs, but did not do so. Stranded 23 runners in 3 games. Had a lot of opportunities to score runs, did not do so. This is where Diaz and really the entire Coker pitching staff excelled with runners on base as Williams hits one high into the air. Out towards center field. This is Wilkerson sprinting in. He'll make the catch. Gibbs fakes the tag home, and he'll stay put at third, and there's 2 away. So Diaz recovers. He gets Williams to fly out to straightaway center field. And now with 2 outs in the inning, it'll be Dalton McLean. Second at bat in as many innings for McLean, who popped out to the shortstop Poole last half inning. Trying to keep things going for the Eagles in the second. Diaz's first pitch, fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Righty Diaz sets at the belt and lifts and fires it a 1-0 into the dirt for ball 2. Cobras are 16-6 at home, certainly a quality home field advantage it'll have in this conference tournament. Two-0 pitch on the way. It's high for a ball, and it's 3-0. Prior to back-to-back losses to Catawba to win the home regular season, Cobras had won 6 in a row at home, and McLean takes ball 4 in the dirt, and Aaron Diaz just walked in a run on 4 pitches. 2-0 Carson-Newman. Will Gibbs comes around to score. Gibbs into third, Bright to second with 2 outs, and McLean to first. Second walk by Aaron Diaz. Not even through 2 innings. He sets and pitches to Denton below the strike zone for a ball, 1-0. Diaz only had 3 walks in 8 innings 1 week ago. Can he find it here in the second and limit the damage? 1-0. There's a strike. Back in the strike zone after 5 misses. It's 1-1. James Denton with his 10th home run of the year, a solo shot in the first. Now facing Diaz again here in the second. 1-1. Line drive. This is through the right side, and this will score at least 1. Rounding third is Spencer Bright. The throw goes to second base. Bright scores, and it's 4-0 Carson-Newman. James Denton has driven 3 of Carson-Newman's 4 runs. He lines one through the right side, and the Eagles strike for 2 more. Gibson and Bright score. Now runners on the corners with 2 outs. McLean moves to third. Now Logan Floyd, the all-sack third-teamer, steps in and fouls this one back to the screen for a strike. Floyd led Carson-Newman with a .342 batting average, drove in a team-high 45 runs in the regular season, takes upstairs. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Freshman hit 5 home runs, all were after March 27th. One set for Diaz. And he finds the outer edge for strike 2. See if Aaron Diaz can limit the damage for Carson-Newman in this second inning. Eagles have scored 3 times on a walked-in run and a James Denton 2-run single. 1-2. Floyd hits this one high into the air and foul ground. It's handed the first baseman over, and he'll see this one bounce out of play. Ran out of room in foul ground. And Floyd gets an extra life at the dish. He'll step back in with the counts remaining 1 ball and 2 strikes. Corners occupied with 2 away. 1-2. Floyd battles another one off. Another 1-2 from Diaz. That nearly falls off as he misses away with the fastball. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two set for Diaz. Upstairs for a ball, and it's 3-2. Strong battle both ways here between Floyd and Diaz. Carson-Newman's freshman infielder has found off a couple of pitches and now works the count full here in the second inning. 30-3 spot here in the second inning. Payoff. Floyd, a line drive into left center field. A base hit to score another run. Denton moves to third, and it's 5-0. RBI single for Logan Floyd into the left center field gap. He drives in McLean, and it's a 4-run second right now for Carson-Newman. Five runs on 6 hits. Right now for Carson-Newman, 50 pitches for Aaron Diaz. Harrison Travis golfs this one out toward the right side of the infield. This is Gabriel Santiago sprinting up to make the catch. And the inning is over, but Carson-Newman compiles 4 runs on 4 hits. The Eagles up big early. It's 5-0 through an inning and a half here at Tom J. New Field here on Flow Sports. Noah Pridmore back to work for Carson-Newman to start the bottom of inning number 2. And this ball's hit right back up the middle. It chops through for a base hit. And Cody Hanna starts things for Coker in the second. Senior first baseman with Coker's first hit. A good way to respond after a 4-run second inning for Carson-Newman. So now the Cobras try to do something of their own offensively here early on in a 5-0 game. Righty Pridmore set, spun is shown, and the pitch is high and inside for ball 1. This is the left fielder, Sereno. He watches the 1-0 cross the plate for a strike. Sereno was one of the best hitters last weekend against Carson-Newman for the Cobras. Hit .429, drove in 2 runs. Chops this one foul into the Carson-Newman dugout, and it's strike 2. Sereno hit toward the bottom of the batting order in those 3 wins last weekend, but slides up into the 5 spot here to begin postseason play. Junior hit .282 in the regular season. 1-2. Fastball away to even things up. Sereno drove in 21 runs in 41 games. 16 of those runs batted in were in conference play. Checks his swing on a 2-2. The home plate umpire rules that Sereno went around. It's strike 3. And it's the first strikeout for Noah Pridmore. Bring in Gabriel Santiago, the number 6 hitter in Coker's batting order. With 1 on and 1 out. Hanna takes off. It's a swing and a foul tip at the dish for strike 1. So Hanna will go back to first. He was in motion on the pitch. Santiago hit .330 in the regular season in 27 games. 32 hits and drove in 14 runs. One pause in the pitch. And there to Santiago right at the belt. It's strike 2. O2 set for Pridmore here in the second inning. The pitch off the plate for a ball. 1-2. Santiago, 1 hit and 11 at-bats against Carson-Newman last weekend. The second baseman drove in a run as well. 1-2. Grounder, foul. Another 1-2. This is a high fastball away to even things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Coker's defeated Carson-Newman in 6 of the last 7 games in this series. There's a ground ball up the middle. Diving is Gibson, but this ball gets under his mitt into center field. Back-to-back hits here in the second for Coker. Put runners at first and second with 1 out. Good 2-strike hitting that time by Santiago. And now Luke Alford, the left-handed hitting designated hitter, will step in with 2 on and 1 out. Cody Hanna to second base on that grounder back up the middle. As the corner infielders peek in for Carson-Newman, the first pitch to Alford is hit back up the middle as well. It chops its way through into center field. Stop sign is put up at third as McLean's throw is cut off by Travis. Third single of the inning, and the bases are loaded for Coker in the second. Good hitting from Santiago and Alford back-to-back here with base hits back up the middle to load him up for Adam Wilkerson. Wilkerson with 15 RBI in the regular season. Opportunity here to add to his season total with the bases juiced. First pitch from Pridmore. This ball's hit high into the air, right center field. McLean on his horse into the gap is able to track the baseball down. It'll be a sacrifice fly for Wilkerson. Santiago moves from second to third. Hannah scores from third, and it's 5-1. Wilkerson gave that ball everything he had, sending McLean on his horse into the gap near the track. Drives in his 16th run of the year and Coker's first of the game. And now with runners on the corners, there is 2 outs. Certainly you would prefer a base hit with the bases loaded, but Wilkerson able to drive in a run. Gives Donovan Freyer an opportunity to cut into this Carson-Newman lead that is now 5-1 as Freyer takes outside for a ball. Long look in for Pridmore as the right-hander sets and brings the glove to his waist and now picks to first. Good crowd on hand for this opening round game. A 78-degree evening. Certainly has cooled off. Temperatures in the high 80s this afternoon as Pridmore falls behind on Freyer. 2 balls and no strikes. Two on, 2 out. Righty pitches. This ball finds the outer edge for a strike, 2-1. Four hits for Freyer last weekend. 2 were extra base hits. He drove in 2 runs with a single to right in the series finale. 2-1 also finds the outer edge. Back-to-back strikes to Freyer after Pridmore fell behind. 2 balls, no strikes. Now evens it up. Two on the way. Ball 3. Pridmore tried to find the outer edge once more. Just missed away, and now it's a 3-ball, 2-strike count. Well, it turns back over to the top of the lineup should Freyer reach. Jalen Mack waits on deck, hoping to get a chance here in the second. 3-2. Freyer bounces it back up the middle. Base hit. It's a 5-2 game. Wilkerson moves to third. Freyer to second on the throw to third, and it's 5-2. Good 2-strike hitting once again by the Cobras, this time by Donovan Freyer. Base hit back up the middle makes it 5-2. Santiago scores on the base hit. Luke Alford to third. With 2 outs, and now the tying run at the plate, and Jalen Mack here in the second inning. Mack drove in 4 runs last weekend against the Eagles and takes a breaking ball in the corner for strike 1. Coker has responded Carson-Newman's 4-run top half of inning number 2 with 2 runs so far in the bottom half. And Jalen Mack hoping to add to that total here. 0-1. Ground ball, it bounces to short. Gibson has it and his throw across a low one. Travis able to scoop it out of the dirt to end the inning. But Coker strikes for its first 2 runs on 4 hits in the frame. 5-2 Carson-Newman in this South Atlantic Conference baseball tournament matchup here on Flow Sports. Top of inning number 3, and after a 4-run second, the Cobras going to the bullpen. It'll be Colin Breland, the senior reliever, to step to the mound. Made his first start of the year last weekend against Carson-Newman. He was really good in that series finale, and now gets the ball in the 3rd inning and fires a strike to Will Gibbs to start the frame. Breland through 6 2/3, came an out shy of a complete game against the Eagles in that 7-inning series finale. 6 2/3, 8 hits allowed, 2 runs, 2 walks. Gets the ball from Aaron Diaz in relief and gets Gibbs to foul one back, strike 2. 29 innings pitched for Breland this year. He struck out 19 batters and has a 3.72 ERA. Right, he lifts and fires a 1-2 that Gibbs fouls back to stay alive. Wondered how things would play out. These two teams meeting for a 4th consecutive time. Early on, it's the offenses having success against pitchers they have seen here recently. 2-2 count now on Gibbs to start this 3rd inning. He hits one high into the air right side. This is Hannah at first near the line. He stays with it and foul ground, makes the catch, out number 1. .51 pitches for Aaron Diaz in his start. He throws 2 innings. Allows 6 hits, 5 runs. They're all earned runs, a couple of walks, and a strikeout. As Aiden Gibson fouls the first pitch he sees from Breland off for a strike, 1-0, or 0-1. Finds the corner, strike 2. Out of the bullpen this year, Breland has been really good. And in relief, he's thrown 9 consecutive scoreless innings. Line drive caught at first by Hannah. He's made both plays here in the 3rd, and there's 2 outs. course, his most recent outing was that start against Carson-Newman, but prior to that, he had made 9 relief appearances. In his last 2, he had gone a combined 9 innings to only allow 4 hits and strike out 10 and not allow a run. High drive to right. This should end the 3rd. Freyer in. He makes the catch. Inning over. Colin Breland calms down Carson-Newman's bats in the 3rd inning. He faces 30 and retires 3. We've played 2.5 here at Tom J. Newfield. It's Carson-Newman 5 and Coker 2 on Flow Sports. Five-2 game. It's the bottom of the 3rd inning. Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you back here on Flow Sports for this South Atlantic Conference baseball tournament matchup between Carson-Newman and Coker. The number 7 seed has the early advantage by 3 runs as we head to the bottom half of the 3rd. And Hunter Poole takes a strike to start the inning. Coker answered Carson-Newman's 4-run second with 2 of their own to draw within 3. Ball 1-1. Back to the heart of the order, 2, 3, and 4. Poole will be followed by Farrell and Hanna. There's a hard liner to second. Miller keeps it in front. Low throw. Travis scoops it out of the dirt for the out. Hunter Poole with the good swing to second that time, but better defending by Miller and Travis to combine for the first out of the inning. First pitch to Cam Farrell, a strike from Pridmore, 0-1. The 1 from Pridmore breaks out of the zone. It's a ball. No team seated lower than 6th has ever won the South Atlantic Conference baseball tournament. The year 2000, Lenore Ryan was the number 6 seed and won the league tournament that season as Farrell rips one through the left side. It's a 1-out single to left for Cam Farrell to start Coker's attack in the 3rd. Bears went 13-10 that year in the regular season to be the number 6 seed, but found success in the postseason to grab the hardware and earn that automatic bid. Ball 1 outside to Hanna, who started things for Coker in the 2nd inning. Leadoff single. He later scored on Luke Alford's base hit. Trying to follow Farrell's line as he dives back to the bag at first. One-oh pause for Pridmore. Ground ball. This is going to sneak through the right side, a base hit. Cody Hanna's 2 for 2. back-to-back one-out singles, put runners on first and second here in the third. All 5 of Coker's hits so far, rather 6 now after Hannah's knocker, all singles. Offense that does an excellent job of finding the gaps in the defense and has done that to success here in the last 2 innings. Nick Sereno, the 5-hitter, stands in with 2 on and 1 out now. Look at second base for Pridmore, and Sereno hits this one high into the air, foul, out of play. Carson-Newman's point for Pridmore. He has kept the ball on the ground, but Coker's offense has hit the ball hard to find holes within the defense. He's kept it down in the zone to get ground balls, but they haven't been to his infielders so far. 0-1. Breaks away. It's ball 1. Carson-Newman scored the first 5 runs of this game. Coker has the last 2. Trying to trim into this early deficit in this opening round matchup. 1-1. Chopper foul to third, and it's 1-2. Farrell and Hannah aboard with 1 out here in the third. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball over the head of Floyd. It gets into left field, a base hit. Go sign is on. Here's the throw home. Gibbs to Bright. Tag not there, and it's 5-3. Nick Sereno drives in. Cam Farrell from second base. And Spencer Bright shaken up there, trying to apply that tag to Farrell as he gets attended to. Tom Griffin chats with him behind home. Gibbs' throw was low, and it pulled Bright away from the line just a smidge. 2 runs came around to score. And it's 3 consecutive singles for Coker to make it a 5-3 game. Now here's Gabriel Santiago. Eagles corner infielders in on the grass as Santiago swings and chops this one to short. Gibson to second for 1, back to first. The throw will not be there in time. It'll be a fielder's choice. Santiago stays at first, Sereno out at second base, and there's 2 outs. Hannah moves to third, and now the corners are occupied with 2 outs in a 5-3 game. That'll bring Luke Alford, the DH, and who's already 1 for 1, and base hit to load the bases in inning number 2, and now he'll swing for the 2nd consecutive inning with runners aboard. Carson-Newman's starting pitcher, Noah Pridmore, comes set and pitches. A swing and miss by Alford for a strike. 7 hits allowed by Pridmore. Both of these offenses have had success against 2 starters that were 2 of the best in the league in the regular season. Especially Diaz, who was an all-sack second-teamer, but he was run out of the game early. Coker trying to run Pridmore out of this game early as the 0-1 drops below the knees of Alford for a ball, 1-1. Spencer Bright up above home to signal to his defense how they'll attack a situation if Santiago were to take off at first base with that runner at third. There goes, no, Santiago stays put as Alford swings and misses. Had a change up for strike 2. It's 1-2. Eagles starting to get some activity down in the bullpen. A lefty's throwing as Pridmore tries to work through this 3rd inning. 1-2 set for Pridmore here in the third. His pitch. Alford taps it foul off of home, and it stays 1-2. Santiago was heading for second on the pitch. That ball may be hit off of Bright, so the home plate umpire will walk the baseball to Pridmore and allow Carson-Newman's backstop to shake off the foul ball before another 1-2 offering. One-two. There goes Santiago. Bright fakes the throw, goes to third. Floyd's tag late. Santiago swipes second, and now two are in scoring position with 2 outs and a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Two balls, 2 strikes. Pridmore sets at the belt and fires, and Alford fouls another one off. Time called by Bright, and Tom Griffin will head out of Carson-Newman's third base dugout and chat with his starter, Pridmore. They chat things over, trying to figure out how to get Alford out as he battles here with 2 outs. The DH has drove in 7 runs this year. He's been hitting the ball well here as of late. Already with a base hit. Trying to keep things going in a 5-3 game in the third. 3 hits against Carson-Newman this year for Alford. He went yard for the first time over the weekend. Long conversation here on the mound before a 2-2 pitch, long enough to where Santiago and Hanna left the bases, and that'll be it for Noah Pridmore. Eagles will go to the bullpen. Griff Hughes into the game with 2 outs and 2 strikes on Luke Alford. Hughes will get ready for his 19th appearance of the year, 61 in his career. He's thrown 52 innings. And he steps in to the mound to face Luke Alford with 2 balls and 2 strikes. And 2 outs and 2 in scoring position. No situation bigger than this one, 2-2. Slider drops in, called strike 3. Good work from Hughes. He faces Alford, throws a slider, drops it in for called strike 3, and that ends the inning. But Coker adds another run on a couple of base hits, and it's 5-3. And we're through a third of this baseball game. It's 5-3 Eagles here on Flow Sports. Back for the top of the fourth. Eagles with the bottom of the order to start the inning. It'll be Spencer Bright. He grounds one sharply. Diving stop by Farrell. He's up with it in his throw in time. Excellent defensive play by Cam Farrell at the hot corner. He makes the diving stop, and then a great throw to first to retire Bright to start the inning. Cam Farrell flashes the leather to start the top of the fourth inning to get Bright out for out number one. Now Spencer Williams, and he takes inside for a ball. 1-0. Williams takes on the corner for a strike. First time he'll face Colin Breland. He threw a 1-2-3 30s. Faced 4 Carson-Newman hitters, and he's retired all 4 after replacing Aaron Diaz, who threw the first 2 innings, getting the start. Here's a ball low, and it's 2-1. Righty sets and pitches to Williams. Off the plate for a ball, it's 3-1. Williams 0 for 2. He struck out looking in the first and flew out in the second rather. Fly ball to left. Easy play for Sereno. He makes the catch, 2 outs. And Breland continues to have success against the Carson-Newman hitters since entering the game. 5 batters faced, 5 outs recorded. Walt McLean to the plate. He drew a walk in the second inning to plate Carson-Newman's second run of the game, and he takes a strike from Breland, 0-1. Breland back to work quickly. The righty sets and pitches. He's back in the strike zone again. It's 0-2. Excellent work here from Breland, trying to cap off his second consecutive 1-2-3 inning. 0-2. McLean drives it back up the middle. This is going to sink in, and that'll break up Breland's stretch. He was a strike away, but Dalton McLean slaps a single to center for Carson-Newman's 7th hit, and it comes with 2 outs in the 4th. Two-out knock brings James Denton aboard. Denton has homered and singled so far in this one. Both were against Aaron Diaz. Pick to first. Two-hit game for Denton, the 19th time he's done that in his Carson-Newman career. He's had 26 multi-hit efforts as he takes a strike. Strove in 3 runs, a solo bomb in the first, the 2-run single in the second inning. 19th time he's had multiple RBIs, and 6th time he's had 3 or more. One set for Breland, with McLean having a short lead at first. Righty with a long pause, and he'll go back to first to keep McLean close to the bag. Wonder how aggressive Carson-Newman will be with 2 outs and Denton hitting. Maybe why Breland's keeping a close eye on McLean in case he takes off. There's another throw over. Once again, McLean is back. One set for Breland. He'll pitch to Denton, and James lines this one into the trees, foul. Off to the left side, and it's 0-2. Back-to-back batters that Breland has worked ahead, 0-2. Gave up the single to McLean. Can he get Denton to end this 4th inning? Right-hander quick to set. And is 0-2. Denton chases the high heat. Colin Breland with his first strikeout. He's thrown 2 scoreless innings out of the bullpen. keeps Coker within 2 runs. We've played 3.5. It's 5-3 Eagles here on Flow Sports. Who threw one pitch to Luke Alford in the 3rd inning, struck him out on a slider. Now goes back to work against the 8-9-1 part of Cobra's batting order. First pitch of the inning from Hughes is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Cobra's stranded a couple of runners now in the last 2 frames as Hughes sets at the belt. Corner infielders peek in as Wilkerson shows bunt, pulls it back and takes a strike. Hughes making his first relief appearance since April 13th against Lincoln Memorial. Back-to-back relief appearances against the Splitters that weekend in April. 1-1 pause, and the southpaw drops in a slider at the corner at strike 2. His last 2 appearances on the mound have been starts, but in postseason play, the Eagles feeling the need to turn to one of their better arms that it has to offer. Doing that here in this first game of the tournament. 1-2. Chopper foul. It hit off the bat of Wilkerson and then ended up at the backstop. Stays a ball and 2 strikes on Adam Wilkerson, who flew out to center field in the 2nd inning. A sacrifice fly that drive in Coker's first run of the game. One-two. Wilkerson grounds this to second. Miller keeps it in front. Throw to first is there to retire Wilkerson for the first out of the inning. Miller's made some good plays over there at second base. Able to field that ground ball and throw out Wilkerson for the first out of the inning. Hughes pitched in the series finale last weekend against Coker. 4 innings. In that start, he took the loss, his 4th of the year, gave up 6 hits and 3 runs while walking 2 and striking out 3. As he misses to Freyer, it's 1-0. Fourth time in his career he'll face the Cobras. Doing it here in postseason play as Freyer takes outside and he's ahead 2-0. Coker's right fielder with an RBI single to cap that 2-run 2nd inning. RBI single back up the middle, scored Santiago to make it a 5-2 game at the time. 2-0, sharply hit past Miller at second. It's into right field, and Coker's got 8 hits now. First off of Griff Hughes in the second for Donovan Freyer. Freyer continues to see Carson-Newman's pitching well. He's got 6 hits and 12 at-bats against the Eagles now this season. One out batter will be Jalen Mack as the lineup turns back over. Lefty Hughes pauses and he'll pick over to first base. Coker, one of the more aggressive base running teams in the country, swiped 163 bags in the regular season, second most in Division II, and a group that averages more than 3 per game. Mack takes below the zone for a ball. Freyer's at first base right now. He's only swiped 4 bags in 6 tries. Limited opportunity for him. He's got a sizable lead at first base. As Hughes sets, looks at first, and will pick over there. Lineup filled with speed. 8 different guys have double-digit steals. One-0 set for Hughes as he looks at first and pitches outside to Mack. It's 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Hughes sets, trying to find the zone against Mack, and he misses again. It's 3-0. Mack 0 for 2 so far. He flew out in inning number 1. He grounded out in the second inning. Looking to reach base for the first time in this opening round contest. Ahead on Hughes, 3-0. Now Griff finds the strike zone with a fastball at the knees. It's 3-1. Wonder if Mack taking all the way on a 3-1 or if it's the green light for Coker's catcher here with a runner at first and 1 out. 3-1. Mack swings, fouls it back, and it's a full count. 33 runs batted in for Mack this year. Hit .290, one of the better catchers in the South Atlantic Conference. Batting here in the 4th in a 2-run game. 3-2. Mack fouls it off, stays alive as this ball ends up in foul ground over top the first base dugout. The other side of the bracket hosted by the number 1 overall seed Catawba in the 4-5 matchup. Lincoln Memorial wins 16-13. 5-seed Splitters take down the 4-seeded Pioneers. A game that took well over 3 hours and was broken up by rain delays as Mack fouls another one off. 3rd foul ball in this AB. Lincoln Memorial scored 6 runs in the 6th inning of that game and did so between doubleheaders. They got delayed in the 6th inning after a Sam Mast home run that tied the game at 7, and then the Rail Splitters ended up scoring 4 more times after that rain delay in the same inning. Hughes picks over to first. Lincoln Memorial added 5 more in the 8th. Tusculum scored the final 6 runs of the game to make it a 3-run game. Made it interesting, but ultimately it was Lincoln Memorial that held on for that opening round win. 16-13. 3-2. Swing and a miss. A foul tip into Bright's mitt. And Griff Hughes wins the long battle with Jalen Mack. He strikes him out for his 2nd this evening, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Can't fault the effort of Jalen Mack. Really battled against Hughes, but lefty wins the battle for the 2nd out of the inning, and now Hunter Poole. Another pick to first. Hunter Poole is 0 for 2. He's grounded out a couple of times to second base as Frayer takes off. It's a swing and a miss. The throw is high. Miller backs it up, though. After it went over top of the head of Aiden Gibson, it's short. Miller able to back it up to keep it in the infield. But Donovan Frayer has his 5th stolen bag of the year. He moves into scoring position with 2 outs. Figured at some point he would take off. He's able to do so, swipes the bag, and now Hunter Poole has an RBI opportunity here with 2 outs and a runner at second. Hughes' fastball is outside for a ball, 1-1. Hughes a career 5.78 earned run average. This season, though, one of his best in his career, a 4.33 ERA, another pick to second. Struck out career high 63 batters. Has 8 wins this year in 52 innings. Pitching in relief of Noah Pridmore here in the 4th. 1-1. Good job by Poole. He stays away from Hughes' slider. And it's 2 balls and a strike. On the way. It's a fastball in there at the knees. It's strike 2. Hughes trying to grind his way through this 4th inning after a 1-out single by Donovan Frayer. Struck out Mack on a long at-bat. Now facing Hunter Poole with 2 outs. Two. Poole chases the slider away. And Hughes ends the 4th. He strikes out Mack and Poole to end between number 2 Coker and number 7 Carson-Newman. It's 5-3 here on Flow Sports. Four, 5, and 6 for the Eagles in the 5th. It's a 5-3 game as Colin Breland misses for a ball, 1-0. Breland's been really good. 2 innings out of the bullpen. He's pitched innings 3 and 4 and has only allowed 1 hit. He's kept Carson-Newman off the board as Floyd lines this one well, and it's through the right side for a base hit. The freshman has his 2nd hit, or make that his 3rd hit here this afternoon, and now Harrison Travis will stand in. Freshman's 3 for 3, a single in the 2nd, a double in the 1st. Another single to start the 5th. Harrison Travis takes outside for a ball. Both teams now with 8 hits. So you approach the halfway point of this opening round game. It was the number 6 seed Newberry defeating the number 3 seed Wingate earlier today here in Hartsville. Wolves crushed the Dogs after losing 3 times in the regular season, winning 18-6, running away with that opening round victory. So the winner of this one gets the Wolves tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. The loser gets the number 3 seed Wingate. 2 balls and a strike. Certainly don't really want to see either of those teams. Wingate, one of the best offenses in the league, leads the league in home runs. And obviously Newberry with 18 runs in the opening round. Have to run into that as Travis bounces this one down the left field line. This will get near the wall, rounding second and moving to third is Floyd. Harrison Travis will stand up at second base with the double, and the Eagles have the first 2 men reach here in the inning. 9th hit for Carson-Newman. 3rd for extra bases as Travis doubles to move Floyd to 3rd. Twelfth double of the year for Travis. And now 2nd and 3rd for Will Gibbs. It was 1 for 2. First pitch from Breland. Breaks away from the strike zone for a ball. Breland pitched well in these spots last weekend. He did give up 8 hits in that start in the series finale, but he pitched well with runners on base, limited the damage. Despite allowing 8 hits in those 6 2/3 innings out on the mound, this is where he's excelled for the Cobras. In another spot here, 2 in scoring position, but nobody out. Breaking ball breaks into the dirt, blocked by Mack, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Two and one. Gibbs with 3 hits this year against Coker, 2 over the weekend, and 1 today. And he hits this one out toward left center field. Sereno back into the gap. He makes the catch. Both runners will tag. It'll be a sacrifice fly for Will Gibbs, and it's 6-3. Logan Floyd scores from 3rd. Eagles go back up by 3 runs. Gibbs drives in his 7th run of the year. And that will bring Aiden Gibson to the plate. Mentioned Travis also tagging on the play, so he moves to 3rd as Coker's infield comes in with 1 out. First pitch to Gibson upstairs for a ball. Cobras hoping for maybe a ground ball here to not allow Travis to score on any ball hit in the infield. As to why they play in on the grass as Gibson takes a breaking ball for a strike, 1-1. Gibson singled and scored in the 2nd inning, lined out in the 3rd. Line drive, Santiago to his left to make the catch for the 2nd out. Looked like for a second maybe Gibson was going to have a base hit, but Santiago, even with playing in on the grass, was able to venture out, move to his left to catch the line drive off the bat of Aiden Gibson. And now with 2 outs, it'll be Trey Miller. Two outs, Travis at 3rd for Miller, who takes high for ball 1. So far, both relievers, Hughes and Breland, have calmed down the offenses after a good start both ways against the starting pitchers, Noah Pridmore and Aaron Diaz. First run scored against a reliever this inning on the sacrifice fly. But Breland trying to limit the damage with 2 outs and that runner at third base. 2-0. That one also upstairs, and it's 3 balls and no strikes. Miller probably taking all the way as Breland comes set, and his fastball is at the knees for a strike. Seen both pitchers today be able to work back from 3-0 counts. Breland trying to do so here in the 5th. 3-1. That one bounces into the dirt. No damage done. Had the open base at first. Now the corners are occupied for the 9-hitter Spencer Bright. Gives you the force out at second base. Should a ground ball occur, can get the final out at second or first. With that force out, as Bright will stand in for the 3rd time. And face Breland for the 2nd time. He grounded out to 3rd. That was the diving stop by Cam Farrell last half inning. First pitch to Bright. Hits this one high into the air, out towards center. Wilkerson back, he's under it. And he makes the catch, inning over. Well, Carson-Newman got back-to-back hits to start the inning, but Colin Breland is able to limit the damage. Eagles strike once on 2 hits to add to the lead. It's 6-3 after 4.5 here on Flow Sports. Three, 4, and 5 for Coker in the bottom half of inning number 5. Cam Farrell, Cody Hanna, and Nick Serino due up against Griff Hughes, who continues to do the pitching for Carson-Newman out of the bullpen. Lefty sets to start the bottom of the 5th, and the first pitch is hit high into the night sky to center. Klain is going to sprint in to make this catch for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out to start the inning. Farrell now 1 for 3 as Cody Hanna, who's had an excellent day, will step in. Him and Freyer are both 2 for 2 in their first 2 cracks at the dish. Hitters 3 through 7 in the lineup for the Cobras all have a base hit as well. First time Hanna faces Griff Hughes, and the fastball is upstairs for ball 1. With that rain delay in the long 3.5-hour game between LMU and Tusculum, that meant the number 1 Catawba and number 8 Lenore Rhine matchup was going to get started late. As Hughes finds the zone with a slider, 1-0. No score right now in Salisbury. Runner at first for the Indians in the 2nd inning. foul ball for strike 2 off the bat of Cody Hanna, who homered last weekend against the Eagles, had 2 hits and 11 at-bats, drove in 5 runs. That home run was the grand slam that helped put the finishing touches on that series opening win for the Cobras exactly 1 week ago. 1-2. This ball runs inside. Hanna pleading maybe that hit him. Home plate umpire says it did not, so it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch from Hughes, swing and a miss. Hanna went downstairs. He was fooled by the slider. That's 4 strikeouts for Griff Hughes. And now 2 outs here in the 5th inning. And Hanna's perfect day at the dish. He was 2 for 2 and now 2 for 3 after the strikeout. Brings Ixarino to the plate with 2 outs. Cobras have only gone down in order 1 time. That was in the 1st inning against Noah Pridmore. First pitch from Hughes, a swing and a miss by Sereno for strike 1. Lefty sets the no ball, 1 strike pitches upstairs. Sereno 1 for 2. He drove in a run in the 3rd, struck out in inning number 2. Hughes sets at the belt, and the 1-1 inside for ball 2. From Hughes is a strike, and things even up. With 2 outs in this 5th inning. Lefty looks into his catcher, gets the sign, and now the 2-2. Line drive to left field. This will sink in. It's a 2-out single for Ixarino. His 2nd hit. 3rd Cobra with multiple hits here in this opening round contest, and he lines that one to left field to keep things going in the 5th. Good piece of hitting by Sereno with 2 strikes. A lot of 2-strike hitting from the Cobras in this game. Just the 2nd hit with 2 outs. It brings Gabe Santiago to the dish. Pick to first. Sereno with 11 stolen bags this year. Certainly another capable player to take off. Trying to move into scoring position here in a 6-3 game in the 5th. Uses fastball, gets off the mid of Bright. This will be a wild pitch that allows the runner to move to 2nd. 2 balls and no strikes are on Santiago. With 2 outs, 3-run game as Hughes pitches. Santiago fouls it back for strike 1. Much like Colin Breland, Griff Hughes is able to put up some zeros for the Eagles. Blanked Coker in the 4th inning, trying to do it again in the 5th. 1-1, Santiago knocks it foul, and it's strike 2. Cobras struck for 3 consecutive runs over the span of 2 innings, 2 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, to make it a 2-run game. Eagles were able to add back onto the lead in the top half of this fifth inning. Coker trying to get that run back here with 2 outs. 1-2 to Santiago. Chopper to second. Miller plays with the hops and throws to first, inning over. Cooper's get a 2-out base hit for Mick Sereno, but he's left at second base. We've played 5 innings of this opening round game, and it's Coker 3 and Carson-Newman 6 on Flow Sports. Spencer Williams will lead things off for the Eagles in the 6th inning, and the first pitch from Breland is outside. 4-1. Right-hander goes back to work, and he misses again away. It's 2-0. Breland's gone 3 innings out of the bullpen, 3 hits, a run allowed, a walk, and a strikeout in relief of Aaron Diaz. 2-0 lift and fire, and Spencer Williams skies one to left. This is Mick Sereno back in left field to make the catch, and he records the first down of the inning. Eagles and Cobras meeting here in the postseason. Carson-Newman trying to become the first team seeded 7th or lower to win the SAC baseball tournament. Meanwhile, Coker's entering this postseason after one of its best regular seasons, its highest finish in the league. After winning 20 league games and 31 overall. Ball 1 to Dalton McLean. Now the next pitch is off the plate as well, 2-0. Righty Breland set from the left side of the mound, and he rockets a fastball in for strike 1. Next pitch, also a strike to McLean. The count evens at 2-2. Next pitch is away, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Cobras won 28 games in 2016 to finish in a tie for 6th last year, or that season. Did the same in 2017 as McLean fouls it back to the bricks to keep it 3-2. Eyeing postseason success, hoping that leads to an NCAA tournament bid as well. 3-2, runs inside. It's going to be ball 4. Dalton McLean draws a 1-out walk. 3rd time he reaches base. Gives Carson-Newman a base runner here in this 6th inning. Newberry's the defending champion after winning the conference tournament last season and off to a good start in the postseason once again this season with that 12-run victory over the 3-seed Wingate here in Hartsville earlier today. Breland's fastball misses away. It's 1-0 to James Denton. Cobras have an arm loosening down the right field line. A right-hander begins to throw in this 3-run game. A lot of baseball to go. As Breland steps off, and actually a pitch clock violation, so it'll be 2 balls and no strikes. And Fico Condola is upset and is out of the first base dugout to chat with the home plate umpire. Now the third base umpire, one of the bases umpires, comes and chats with Coker's head coach, who is upset. That ball 2 was given, I believe, on a pitch clock violation. So now 2 balls and no strikes, with 1 out and McLean at first. Still some more conversation.
Let's go, Cocker!
A warning toward the Coker dugout as well as to why the bases umpire has his notebook out. 2-0 count as James Denton steps back in. He's 2 for 3 today. His 10th home run in the first inning, and he singled in 2 runs in the second. Pick to first. To a pause, and Breland pitches on the corner to Denton, a strike. 2-1. And the winner of this one will get Newberry tomorrow morning. First pitch moved up to 10 a.m. here in Hartsville, with showers possibly expected in the area at some point tomorrow as Denton lines this one back up the middle. It's a base hit. Third hit for James Denton. Now runners are at first and second with 1 out. Denton with his third 3-hit day of the year, his 8th time in his Carson-Newman career with at least 3 hits. Brings Logan Floyd to the plate, who digs upstairs for a ball. Righty pitches, breaking ball, drops in, it's strike 1. Coker's middle infield plays in double play depth, anticipating a ground ball, trying to get out of this inning. After back-to-back base runners reach on Colin Breland. McLean's walk has him at second, and James Denton's single has him at first. Pick to second. Santiago wasn't covering the bag. Breland just throws it to him. One, fouled back, and it's 1-2. One-two set for Breland. 2 on, 1 out in the 6th inning. Floyd, a hard hit ball to short. Pull the diving effort. Flips to second for 1. Back to first. Inning over. Excellent defensive play by Hunter Pullett short. The diving stop, and the Cobras roll it up 6-4-3 to end the frame. We've played 5.5 in this opening round game. It's 6-3 Carson-Newman here on Flow Sports. Coker turns to a pinch hitter to start the bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be Luke Peterson, an infielder off the bench to pinch hit for Luke Alford. 7, 8, 9 of the order due up for the Cobras in a 6-3 game. Griff Hughes still pitching for Carson-Newman as the tall left-hander sets and fires the first pitch of the inning. That is lined softly to first. Nice scoop by Travis. As he digs that one out of the dirt, and Peterson down on the ground out at first. 3 unassisted starts the inning.
Now batting center fielder number 1, Adam Wilkerson.
One out batter is Adam Wilkerson, a sac fly in the second for the center fielder, and he grounded out against Hughes in the 4th. Lefty lifts and fires in, and a strike to the left-handed hitting Wilkerson to start his 3rd at-bat. 3 hits and an RBI for Wilkerson in 4 combined games against the Eagles. These two clubs meeting for the 4th consecutive time. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Coker won all 3 games to end the regular season. There was still a lot at stake in that final regular season series. Cobras won all 3 as to why they are hosting in the number 2 overall seed in the SAC baseball tournament. 0-2 pitch from Hughes. Called strike 3. 3-pitch punch out of Adam Wilkerson. It's the 5th strikeout for Griff, and there's 2 outs in the 6th inning. Two-out batter is Donovan Frayer, who has 6 hits against the Eagles in 12 at-bats. He shows bunt, pulls it back, and takes outside for ball 1. Frayer with 2 hits in this game. One of 3 Cobras with multiple hits. He singled in a run in the 2nd inning. Also singled in the 4th inning, but was left at second. Faces Hughes for the 2nd time today as the southpaw pitches a strike to Frayer, 1-1. One ball, one strike. 6-3 game in the bottom of the 6th inning. Swing and a miss by Frayer. On Hughes' slider that breaks across the strike zone, it's strike two. 1 ball and 2 strikes in a 3-run game as we venture through the middle innings of this opening round game. Hughes the set at the belt and his 1-2 home. Popped up, this ball venturing in foul ground and goes out of play, and Freyer stays alive. Swing and a miss. 6 strikeouts for Griff Hughes. He strikes out Donovan Freyer. And the Eagles send the Cobras down in order in the 6th inning. We have played 2/3 of this opening round game. And Carson-Newman has the 3-run lead. 6-3 here on Flow Sports. Harrison Travis will lead it off for Carson-Newman in the top of the 7th inning as Colin Breland pumps in a swinging strike 1 to the Eagles' 5-hitter, who is 1 for 3, doubled in the 5th, and was retired in the 1st and 2nd innings. Swinging a foul back. 4 strike 2, nothing in 2 on the Eagles' 5-hitter, who hit cleanup most of the year. Slides back a spot here in this postseason game. High fastball, a waste pitch by Breland. And it's 1-2. One-two, foul back to the screen. It keeps it in a 1-2 count. One-two set for Breland is through 4 innings out of the bullpen. He strikes out Travis with a fastball by him. Second K for Breland, and he gets the first out of the 7th inning. Well, Breland, for the most part, has done his job. He has silenced the Eagles' bats. Just the 1 run over the last 4 innings of this game. The Eagles scored 5 times in the first 2 frames. Ball 1 to Gibbs. Will Gibbs is 1 for 2 today. Singled and scored in the 2nd inning. Shows bunt here and pulls it back for a strike. Hit a sacrifice fly in the 5th inning. That's the game's last run that has been scored. His sacrifice fly to center. Line drive to left and a base hit. Will Gibbs has his 2nd hit. And Carson-Newman's 11th of the game. 1 out batter will be Aiden Gibson. Gibbs stays hot at the plate. He's been on base in Now 10 consecutive games. Righty Breland sets pitches to Gibson off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Just the third time in the last 6 games Carson-Newman's recorded double-digit hits. Only did so once against the Cobras last weekend. 1-0 pause for Breland. Short lead for Gibbs at first, and he'll pick over there. No tag applied. With that runner at first. Long pause and another 1-0 in there for a strike. One ball, one strike on Aiden Gibson, who's 1 for 3. He takes ball 2. Gibson a single after Gibbs is in the second inning and lined down in his other 2 plate appearances. Who's being in innings 3 and 5. 2-1. High fly ball to right. In foul ground, Hannah is over, but this ball is in foul ground over top the fence and unplayable for Freyer, the right fielder, or Hannah at first. Even Santiago at second was sprinting over, but all 3 ran out of room, and it's strike 2 on Carson-Newman's shortstop here in the top of the 7th inning. If you're just joining us, the Eagles have not trailed in this opening round game. Scored first in the first inning and then scored 4 more times in the second inning. Grabbed an early 5-0 lead. The Cobras have been within 2 runs, but now trail by 3 as we head down the final third of this baseball game. 3 balls, 2 strikes now on Gibson, who takes upstairs. The Cobras offense that had success last weekend scored 21 runs in 3 games against the Eagles as Gibson takes low, and it's a walk with 1 out, now 2 aboard. Cobras offense just with 3 runs, but also trying to silence Carson-Newman's offense, who is trying to add some insurance here down the stretch. 2 men on base with 1 out. In the bottom of the order at the plate, Trey Miller will step in. He's 0 for 1. Sacrifice spun in the second inning, and he drew a walk in the 5th. First pitch, runners take off. A line drive back up the middle. Santiago snags and takes it to the bag at second. Inning over. How about that? Trey Miller with a hard line drive. Santiago positioned well. He makes the catch and doubles up Gibbs at second to end the inning. Is that the momentum that Coker needs to make a comeback in this opening round game? We'll find out together as we go on here on Flow Sports. Top of the order for Coker here in the bottom of the seventh. 6-3 game. It's the number 7 seed Carson-Newman with a 3-run lead. It's the host, the number 2 seed Coker, as Jalen Mack takes inside. It's ball one. Two teams entering the postseason in different directions. Coker won all 4 of its games to end the regular season in that final week of the regular season, including 3 against Carson-Newman. The Eagles lost all 4 of their games entering the postseason. Strike one to Jalen Mack. One ball, one strike count on Coker's catcher, who is 0 for 3. Hits this one well about to center field. McLean sliding, and he makes the catch. Had a good jump on that line drive off the bat of Jalen Mack. Ball hangs up for McLean, who makes the sliding catch for out number 1. Cooper scored 3 times. It was 3 consecutive runs in innings 2 and 3, but since Griff Hughes entered in the bottom of the 3rd and struck out Luke Alford to end that inning, he has blanked Coker's offense from that point on, as Hunter Poole takes called strike 1. 3 consecutive zeros for the reliever. Has 6 strikeouts as well. 1 set of the pitch. Line sharply to 3rd. It's Floyd making the catch. 2 away. 2 sharply hit balls in this inning by Jalen Mack and Hunter Poole have resulted in outs. Hard liner to center that McLean makes a sliding catch on, and now that one by Floyd at 3rd. That brings in Cam Farrell. Farrell 1 for 3, shows bunt, and takes a ball. Farrell singled and scored in inning number 3. He's 1 for 3 and has 2 hits against the Eagles this year. Out of the 4 games played. 1-0 set for the Southpaw Hughes. Pitch drops below the strike zone. It's 2-0. Hughes has worked relatively efficiently. 55 pitches for the left-hander through 4 innings. Just the 2 hits allowed and 6 strikeouts. Line drive to right field. It's sinking, and another hard hit ball that is caught by the Eagles defense in the 7th inning. 2 line drive outs, rather 3 really, in the 7th inning, and Hughes puts up another 0 for Carson-Newman. We've played 7, and it's 6-3 Carson-Newman here on Flow Sports. 9-1-2 for Carson-Newman to start the top of the 8th inning. Andrew Rogers, glad you're back with us here on Flow Sports. Spencer Bright takes a breaking ball from Colin Breland for a strike. Bright 0 for 2, facing Breland for the third time. 0-1 pause, and the pitch to Bright is below the knees. Breland's been just as good as Griff Hughes for Carson-Newman, both relievers. Done an excellent job on the mound. Breland 5 innings of 1-run baseball with a couple of strikeouts. The offense for the Cobras non-existent right now as Poole with a nice backhand snag. Stops and throws, and a nice snag at first. Out of the dirt by Cody Hanna for out number 1. I've seen Poole flash the leather several times. A couple of diving stops in this game, showing why he was an all-sack defender at shortstop for the Cobras. He records the first out of the inning, and now the top of the order for the Eagles. 5th time through the order. First pitch to Spencer Williams is fouled back, strike 1. Coker still with multiple arms throwing down in the bullpen along the right side. That guy's throwing for the last couple of innings, but Breland's been so good here the last couple of innings especially that there hasn't been a reason to take him out right now. One set for Breland. Williams taps it foul near the Coker dugout first base side. And it's a 1-2 count. One-two lift and fire. Williams line drive. This is going to find its way through the left side for a base hit. 12 hits for Carson-Newman, the first for Williams, who extends his on-base streak to 23 games in a row. His first hit, his first time on base, comes with 1 out in the 8th. Dalton McLean will stand in this 3-run game. McLean's been on base 3 times, walked twice, singled once. That was a single in the 4th inning as he takes high and away for ball 1. 1-0 count. 1 out in this 8th inning. Eagles have out-hit Coker by 3 in this game, 12-9. Also have the 3-run advantage on the scoreboard as well. Breland's thrown 80 pitches out of the bullpen through 5 1/3 right now. 1-0 set for the righty reliever. Another pick to first. Line drive. This is through the gap along the right side. Williams rounding second. Will move to third base. Back-to-back singles put runners on first and third. Well, Williams was taking off on the pitch, and so Santiago was moving towards second to cover the bag in case of a throw down, but that left the right side of the infield wide open. McLean knocked it through for his second hit. Now the corner's occupied with 1 out. Eagles call for time and we'll chat things over. In this 3-run game. This was a 6-3 game, a 5-3 game after the first 3 innings, but it's been all about the pitching and defense into the middle innings and now here down the stretch. Eagles trying to add some insurance, but those insurance runs, even runs in general, have come in a premium against Colin Breland, who's thrown 5 1/3 of 1-run ball in relief of Aaron Diaz, who gave up the first 5 of this game. in just 2 innings on the mound. Breland will try to keep this a 3-run game. He got a double play to end the 6th inning when 2 runners were on base. Can he get one here in the 8th as Denton hits one high into the air left side, nearing the line is Sereno. He makes the catch. Williams will tag from third. The throw is going to be up the first base line, and Williams scores at 7-3. James Denton drives in his 4th run of the game, and the lead for Carson-Newman is now 4 runs. Ball was caught in foul ground. Sereno able to make the catch, but at the cost of Williams scoring from third, and now with 2 outs, just the runner at first. And 2 outs, and now time called, and there will be a visit out on the mound. Here in this 8th inning. Looks like it'll be the end of the line for Colin Breland as the Cobras are making the call to the bullpen. Tell you who the new reliever is after this. Noah Emig to the mound here in this 8th inning in his 6th season with the Cobras, has 15 career innings pitched, 6 2/3 this season, a 6.75 earned run average. He's struck out 3 and walked 2. The right-hander will at the very least try to get the final out of this 8th inning. Limit the damage done. Eagles have added an insurance run as the runner takes off from first. Strong throw to second. Is the tag there? It is. McLean caught stealing. Excellent throw by Jalen Mack. And he guns down McLean to end the inning. But Carson-Newman is able to add another run on a sacrifice fly by James Denton. 7-3 as we head to the bottom half of the 8th here on Flow Sports. Lefty-lefty matchup to start the bottom half of the 8th as Cody Hanna swings and fouls it back for strike one. Coker trying to solve the mystery of Griff Hughes, who has retired 7 in a row. Since the final out of the 5th inning, he sent the Cobras down in order in both the 6th and 7th innings. 0-1 set. Ground ball right side. This will be foul. And it's strike 2. Hughes works ahead. On Coker's first baseman, who drove in 5 runs last weekend against the Eagles. Up to a good start in this game, 2 hits and 3 tries. Trying to give the Cobras a base runner. An attempt to start a rally here down the stretch. 0-2 pause at the belt, and Hughes fires a swing and a miss. Strike 3. The high heat from Hughes strikes out Hanna for out number 1. That's 8 in a row for Hughes, sent down. Hughes has tied his career high now with 7 strikeouts in 4 2/3 out of the bullpen. Lefty looks into his catcher Bright as he faces Sereno, who goes after this breaking ball into the dirt. Strike 1. Sereno's the last batter to reach for the Cobras. That was a single in the 5th inning. Oh, 1. Checked his swing and bounced it foul right side, and Hughes ahead, 0-2. Griff's thrown 5 strikes in this inning. A 3-pitch punch out of Hanna, and now working ahead on Sereno, 0-2. Lefty comes set at the belt. 0-2 offering. Sereno lines it foul to stay alive. Lenore Ryan, the number 8 seed, up 3-1 on Catawba. They go into the 4th inning. Catawba has the bases loaded and 2 outs in that 2-run game in the 4th. Still a long ways to go in that one as we approach the 10 o'clock hour. Called strike 3. Hughes with the inside corner fastball to Sereno. A new career high in strikeouts for Griff Hughes. That's number 8 in the 2nd out of the 8th. 9 in a row sent down by Griff Hughes. Coker has not been able to figure it out against the tall left-hander in this game. Now Gabriel Santiago trying to end this stretch as he looks at the first pitch and watches it miss below the strike zone for ball 1. 5 innings out of the bullpen for Hughes for 8 strikeouts, no walks as well, and just the 2 hits. 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th. 1-0. At the waist for a strike. Evens things up as Hughes tries to keep this stretch alive where he's retired 9 in a row. Slider stayed upstairs. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Santiago with the bunt up the first baseline. This ball is a fair ball. Travis Fields and steps on the bag, and the inning is over. 10 in a row sent down for Griff Hughes. He has silenced Coker's offense. We are through 8 innings, and Carson-Newman has the 7-3 lead here on the Eagle Sports Network. at bat interrupted in the 8th after the caught stealing, as Santiago was able to keep the ball in the infield. Didn't realize he did it. Thought the ball was in the outfield. It'll be an infield single for Floyd. It was a good stop by Santiago, but he didn't realize he had the baseball in front of him. I don't know if he would have had time to throw out Floyd regardless, but it was a good, great play. He thought it was in the outfield, though. So Floyd has his 4th hit of the day, 4 for 5 for the freshman. He gets on base against Noah Emig to start the 9th. And Harrison Travis, and this ball's laced back up the middle for a base hit. Back-to-back singles up the middle from Floyd and Travis, and the Eagles have 2 on and nobody out for Will Gibbs. Looking for insurance. Here down the stretch, time called, and we'll have a visit on the mound, and it looks like the Cobras are making another change on the slab. 7-3 game, 2 runners on base here in the 9th inning, and the Cobras are going back to the bullpen. We'll tell you who it is after this on Flow Sports. Game, and 2 runners are on base in the top of the 9th inning. Fico Condola turns to Landon Reeves. The sophomore reliever has pitched in 13 games, a couple of wins in 20 innings pitched. He warms up for his 14th appearance of the season, 12 strikeouts and a 9.45 earned run average. Did not pitch against Carson-Newman last weekend. He pitches for the first time for the Cobras since the USC Aiken win, an 18-9 win rather, 10 days ago. He threw 2 2/3 of no runs allowed, scoreless baseball for Reeves. Now he gets the ball with 2 runners on base at first and second and nobody out in the 9th, as Carson-Newman tries to add a couple of insurance runs. The Eagles with 15 hits. 2 in this inning. Put the runners at first and second for Will Gibbs. Hannah at first sprints in as Reeves will pick to second. Certainly it lines up to be a sacrifice situation with 2 runners at first and second and nobody out. Find out if Gibbs does try to move those runners into scoring position. Led the country in sack bunts last year. Squares and pulls it back because the fastball from Reeves misses for ball 1. Carson-Newman's 15 hits so far tonight, the 3rd most in a game this year. Season high for hits was 18, or is 18. That was done twice this year. Corners sprint in, and the pitch from Reeves is outside. It's 2-0. Cobras defensively with both of those corner infielders going to play the bunt. And the middle infielders moving to the corners to cover those bags, but no bunt was placed as Gibbs watched it miss for ball 2. Seven-3 game, top 9. 2-0 to Gibbs. He pulls the bat back, but this one's a strike to make it 2-1. 2 singles for Will Gibbs. One in the 7th, one in the 2nd inning. He had a sacrifice fly in the 5th as well. 2-1 set for Reeves. Another pitch. This is a fastball away, and it's 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike on Will Gibbs, who has his 4th multi-hit game of the year with 2 in this one. Shows bunt, places it back to the pitcher Reeves. He fields his play as to first, and he makes it on a strong throw to Cody Hanna for out number 1. 5-pitch at bat. Gibbs places down the sacrifice bunt, and now runners move to scoring position with 1 out. One out batter will be Aiden Gibson, who will stand in with an RBI opportunity. Infield in as Gibson lifts this one out to straightaway center field. Wilkerson sprints in, he makes the catch. Floyd will tag from third. The throw will be late. Sacrifice fly, it's 8-3. Coker's going to check and see if Floyd left early. They'll throw to third, and Floyd did not. It's 8-3. The sacrifice fly stands, and Gibson drives in Floyd to make it a 5-run game. 13th RBI of the year for Aiden Gibson. Now Trey Miller with the runner at second and 2 outs. Did look like Floyd maybe left a smidge early, but the third base umpire was right there. Said that Floyd timed it perfectly to score, and now it's 8-3 in the 9th. Reeves' first pitch runs outside for ball 1 to Trey Miller. All the lower seeds have had trouble so far in the SAC tournament. 6-seed Newberry beat the 3-seed Wingate here earlier today. 5-seed LMU beat the 4-seed Tusculum. In Salisbury, North Carolina, this ball blocked by Mack. Couldn't find it though, and so Travis will move to third. Right now in Salisbury, the number 1 overall seed in the conference is down 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th. 3-1, Lenore Ryan has the lead, the number 8 seed. Miller taps this one past the pitcher Reeves. Poole charges in his throw to first. Got him. Another phenomenal play by the shortstop Hunter Poole. He throws out Miller to save from another run from scoring. 8-3, Carson-Newman is 3 outs away from victory here in Hartsville on Flow Sports. Luke Peterson pinch hit earlier this evening. He stays in the game and will continue to hit in the DH spot for the Cobras, who are down to their final 3 outs here in the 9th. Griff Hughes has blanked the Cobras over the last 5 1/3 innings. Lefty has been fantastic. Can he keep it going and get 3 more outs? Next pitch to Peterson's low and away. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch counts up to 70 for Hughes. As he works his way through this relief performance. In the midst of his longest outing of his career, as he pumps in a strike to Peterson, 2-1. Career-long 5 innings. 2 weeks ago against Wingate, got the win in that game in the series finale. It's worked 5 1/3 so far. 2-1, hit to first. Travis unable to keep it in front. Nobody was covering first anyway, and so Peterson reaches to start the inning. It's been a clean baseball game up to that point. It's the first error of the game. That was the opposite of the first game of the day here in Hartsville, as Wingate and Newberry combined for 8 errors in the first game of the day. Harrison Travis with the fielding error at first to allow Peterson to reach. Now the Cobras go to the bench and bring in Corbin Wright, who swings and flies one to right. Spencer Williams over near the line, makes the catch, 1 out. Now Donovan Frayer, and then back to the top of the order, so the Cobras will be able to get the lineup turned over here in the 9th inning. Pending there isn't a ground ball double play. Frayer's 2 for 3, 2 singles in innings 2 and 4. The 1 in the 4th against Hughes. First pitch, fastball, a strike. Oh-1 pause for the lefty. Looks at first where Peterson gets a lead and pitches a ball away, 1-1. Coker's had Carson-Newman's number as of late. Has won 6 of the last 7 games in the series between these two teams. 2 balls and a strike now on Frayer. But it's been the Eagles' lefty, Griff Hughes, that has silenced the Coker bats here in the opening round of the conference tournament. Cobras had 7 hits through the first 3 innings of this game, have 9 here in the 9th. 2-1. Good slider to Frayer. It drops in, and the count evens up at 2-2. Two pause for Hughes, and he'll pick to first. Keep Peterson close to the bag.
Right here, 2-8, come on. Come on, boy. One more, Kev.
You gonna fix me?
Time called by Carson-Newman's catcher, Spencer Bright. Everybody was ready, and Bright elected for time, and so Hughes and Frayer reset with 1 out of this 9th inning. 8-3 the score. Frayer hits it well to left near the Carson-Newman bullpen, and it lands in foul ground out of play, and Frayer continues his 4th plate appearance of the day. Game that started just past 7:30. We near the 3-hour mark of this one. Sees Carson-Newman have the 8-3 lead with 1 out of the 9th. 2-2 pause for Hughes. He looks at first and pitches. Line drive to right field. This drops in a base hit. 3rd hit for Donovan Frayer. First to 3rd goes Peterson, and the corners are occupied with 1 out. Great at-bat from Donovan Frayer. He continues to be really good for the Cobras here as of late. Frayer's only hitting .239, but he's had 7 hits against Carson-Newman in the last 4 games. And he's got 6 now multi-hit efforts this year. Second time he's had 3 hits or more. Jalen Mack will stand in. He's 0 for 4. Good time for him to right the ship at the plate as he takes a slider at the knees for strike 1. 0-1. Eagles will trade an out for a run at this point in the 9th. Mack has faced Hughes twice. He has struck out and flew out. 0-1. Fastball grounded left side. It's through a base hit. Coker's back within 4 runs. It's 8-4 as Jalen Mack drives in Luke Peterson from 3rd. And it's 8-4. 34th ribby of the year for Jalen Mack. And now the tying run is on deck. 2 runners on base. Hunter Poole at the dish. 1 swing of the bat from him could make this a 1-run game here in the 9th. First run Hughes is allowed. First pitch off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Good speed on the bases with Frayer and Mack occupying 2nd and 1st with 1 out. 1-0 pause from Hughes, and his fastball finds the strike zone. It's 1-1. Well, just like Mack, Hunter Poole has struggled tonight at the plate. He's also 0 for 4. Hoping to change that himself here in the 9th. 1-1. Breaking ball stayed up in the strike zone, and it's 2-1.
Hey, what's up, Griff?
Longest career outing for Griff Hughes. 5 2/3 in the books so far, but he's trying to navigate a 9th inning that sees 2 Cobra batters, or 2 Cobra runners on base. 2-1 slider stays high and in, and it's 3-1. Eagles have their closer loosening down the left field line. Hunter Harrington has 10 saves this year. And should another runner reach, probably going to see Harrington come into the game. 3-1 pitch, fouled back, and it's a 3-2 count. Lefty Hughes comes set at the belt. A look at second, and his 3-2 is lined foul. Pull late on the fastball and nearly dropped it into the outfield for a base hit, but it slices foul. And Hughes and Poole have to do it again. Cobras showing they're not going to go down without a fight. 3 balls, 2 strikes in the 9th with 1 out. A second payoff Ground ball to second. Miller to second for one. Back to first. There won't be a throw made. Gibson fakes the throw. Eagles take the force out at second, and with 2 outs, the corners are occupied. Now maybe a smart throw by Aiden Gibson as well, as Cam Farrell will step in and have to wait before his plate appearance, as Carson-Newman will chat things over on the mound. Tom Griffin, the Eagles head coach, will talk it over with his infield here in the bottom of the ninth in an 8-4 game. Eagles scored the game's first 5 runs and have not trailed tonight in this opening round matchup, and are 1 out away from moving into the winner's bracket to take on Newberry tomorrow morning. It'll be a quick turnaround for whoever comes out on top in this game. It'll be a 10 a.m. first pitch here in Hartsville at Tom J. New Field. For that winner's bracket matchup, with weather in the area tomorrow, expecting some showers, maybe a storm or two, trying to move up the games, get as many innings in as possible here this weekend. First and third, 2 outs in the ninth for Cam Farrell, who is 1 for 4. He singled and scored in the third. Hughes' first pitch is a strike across the waist, 0-1. Farrell can keep this going. You've got 2 hitters behind him that both have 2 in the game. Hanna and Sereno both with 2 base hits in the middle of the order. 0-1. Pitch is off this plate. It's 1-1.
Let's go, 4.
1 ball, 1 strike, bottom 9. Farrell takes away. It's 2-1. Now, certainly a walk here would bring the tying run to the plate. And Cody Hanna, who hit a grand slam last weekend. That's the goal right now for the Cobras. Keep this thing going here in the ninth. Pitch 91 on the way from Griff Hughes. Line drive to right field. Williams back a couple of steps. He makes the catch. And that's the ball game. The number 7 seed, Carson-Newman, is going to win and move into the winner's bracket with an 8-4 victory over Coker here in the opening round of the South Atlantic Conference Baseball Tournament. Eagles score the game's first 5 runs. And then stellar pitching from Griff Hughes to earn his 9th win of the year. Moves Carson-Newman into the winner's bracket. They'll take on Newberry tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. right here on Flow Sports. We thank you for joining us. Eagles and Wolves start day 2 of the South Atlantic Conference Baseball Tournament here at Tom J. New Field tomorrow morning. First pitch at 10 a.m. between the Eagles and the Wolves. It's the 6 and 7 seeds battling in the opening round, or the second round of this league tournament. We thank you for joining us. Andrew Rogers signing off here on Flow Sports.